Welcome back to Stories for the Grandkids, and we have a very special guests, multiple guests today. The Free Label, but I think to kick it off.
Oh, sorry guys, 1 second here. Dad.
Hello.
We didn't make it.
Oh no.
They're really mad at us. We decided to get to a bar and just started drinking instead. So is that cool?
I've seen the story, bro.
Just kidding. Love you, Dad. Okay, bye.
I love it. That's exactly what we needed. So,
We tried. Dude.
All right, we're here.
it's awesome to have you guys on. But to start it off, can you guys each do introductions? Let us know not only who you are, but what you do with the band too. That way people know voices. If they're just listening.
Yeah.
Malik, you want to start?
Yeah, hi. I'm Malik. I'm the guitar player and sexual chocolate in the band.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm Jacob. I'm 29 and single, and I play and I play guitar in the band.
I'm Matthew. I play bass and background chest hair.
Chest hair.
It looks like full ground to me.
Can I be background chest hair? I'm Josh, and I'm the lead singer and saxophone player in the Free Label, baby. Let's get it.
So we got 4 of the 6 members. 2 of them just
We're not going to
Fallen
That's all right.
soldiers.
That's
They're
their
stuck in
problem.
Calgary right now.
So I just want to touch on Boys Don't Sob quick
Yes.
before we jump into the rapid fires, only because obviously that's like a viral hit. 2.7 million streams is insane.
Yeah.
What was it like creating that? Did you guys know that it was going to be like that? Like, tell me the full story on. Also, what did it feel like when that shit blew up?
I have a good story about this because we actually, so the first time we made it, it was in obviously during COVID, and it was like a mess of a time, right? And we were all trapped in this little tiny Airbnb that we rented because we're like, you know what? If we're gonna be stuck somewhere, let's
Be stuck
get
together.
stuck together.
Yeah.
And we're like, because we're weird. And
Content house.
And yeah, it was like basically that, except we'd made no content, and we
Sticked around.
we just got completely
Just
wasted the whole
6 dudes in a house.
yeah. Just kidding.
Look at content. It
But
was
we
no
wrote
content.
we wrote that song, and it was one of the best ones that came out of that room. And we were like, you know what? As we were making it, we're like, this is a hit. And then like almost a year later, we're like, this song sucks. And we're like, it's and we were like back and forth on it. We're like,
Yeah,
do
we kept
need
making
to-
revisions.
we
a lot
made
of
like
revisions.
50 revisions of it. Then tried to like scrap the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did it live in like a room. Scrap that one. Did it live again in another room. We're like, this is bad. And then we went back to like the actual first mix, like mix 2, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we were like,
This
no,
is
this
it.
is it,
This is-
dude.
this is- yeah, it's
Why
a
are we
big
not
one.
putting this out? We're like, this is stupid. We messed this song up for like over a year and a half, almost 2 years. And we're like, we're dropping it. And we were actually at the Calgary Stampede at the time. We like never really got onto any playlists. We were kind of doing, I think we had like 10,000 monthly listeners. We were like way down, and we were just kind of like, it was starting to go good though. Like the band was starting, like everything was starting to come back. We were at the Stampede. We were like, this is sick. We were opening up for T-Pain, and we're like, this is kind of gas. We were like,
Yeah, this is a good place.
T-Pain's mad
Good place to
cool.
be in.
we were there. Yeah, hell yeah. And we were so excited. And then we dropped it, and it got on like, I think it was like 10 different playlists on Spotify, a bunch of them on Apple Music. And we woke up to like, it was like 4,000 or 5,000 streams on the first day. And we're like, oh my God, dude, our listeners skyrocketed. And we were like, oh, this is a banger. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, now we like, it kind of gave us a big confidence boost, especially with that one, and got us ready for like the next bunch of releases that we were prepped on. Because that one was just such a holding back.
And I
kind
gotta
of
say,
moment.
for like years, Malik was like, yeah, I think version 2 was kind of the
That's like
version.
Really?
And we were like, now we're on version 5. We got to see what version 6 is gonna bring.
Yeah.
Malik was
And
like,
the guys are like, no, we got it. Let's just like add
Let's
this,
just keep doing
add
it.
this synth that doesn't need to be in there. And I'm like, all right, sure.
Yo,
But
honestly,
version 2?
and
You
enough
called it,
artists
dude.
do
You
that.
called it.
You question yourself so much as an artist all the time because you're
Yeah.
you're your biggest critic, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how do you juggle that with 6 of you too? Because like I know as a content creator making like my own stuff solely, I'll like shoot something 6 times and be like, So the fact that there's 6
Yeah,
of you
yeah.
and you have to be like, which version do we pick? Do you want to do it again? How do you guys decide? Is there like, I don't want to call it a ringleader, but is there one person who makes like a final call kind of, or is it
Yeah.
very equitable?
You gotta like trust each other's judgment because like if someone's feeling
Yeah.
something in the moment, they're like, yo, like I think this could be better, or like maybe something's missing. You just gotta try it. But there are times though that like for the one person that wasn't in on trying to recreate the idea, maybe that person is like, you know what? No, like whatever the original version is or whatever we had prior to like changing it is the goal. Like is, you know, what we need.
Mhm.
So
I feel like it's usually majority rules too,
Yeah, and
right?
that-
Like There's a lot of trust in this band, and I trust these guys. So I'm like, these guys are all at least as good as I am. Yeah. You know?
At least.
Yeah.
By the way, Jacob never plays a wrong note ever.
Yeah, he did.
Show,
I caught him many times.
Josh heard me play a wrong note 2 gigs ago.
The wrong note's good though because it's real. It's not
it was raw.
I love when I
It was
hear
a
like,
raw
a little
moment.
slip in something and I'm like, okay, you're actually making this
Yeah.
today. It's not like pre-recorded set.
I've heard
You
Jake
would
play
you
many
would you
wrong
would
notes.
think that, but he loves playing a perfect show.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if we all screw up, and he's like,
I still have a great show.
I had a great show.
How's your Guitar Hero?
Guitar Hero?
Guitar Hero.
I've
you were
never played
definitely like the expert 100% fire in the flames guy who just like locked it in.
Kills it.
Just had to play it perfectly. Don't care about anybody else. I'm
Dripping down
good.
his face at 2 a.m.
For me, if you don't remember the mistakes, you never made any. You played a perfect show every night.
There you
Yeah.
go. You drink enough after
Yeah,
the show,
yeah.
you play the perfect show.
That's boy math right there. That's boy math.
After the show, you don't remember it the next day anyway.
Exactly.
I think going back to Boys Don't Sob, I think we spent a lot, like that song was over like 2 years. And I think over those 2 years, we've learned a lot about like finding so much of this industry and producing music and putting it out there is remembering to find where the magic is.
Yeah.
And like we knew version 2, it took a long time to realize. It took 2 years to go back to it and be like, oh no, there's actually something here. There's actually something real. There's actually our personality. There's our life in this music. And over those 2 years, I think we've gotten better and better at being like, no, this is where the magic is. This is where the magic is. This song needs a revision. This song needs to go in the dumpster. Nobody can see it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Right.
100%.
you figure it out.
Yeah.
We figured out a lot of that in the van too. I think like after this last 2 years, this kind of how we wrote songs for Sienna actually was after that whole thing. We went on tour in this Toyota Sienna.
Yeah.
And that kind of brought to life songs for Sienna.
Yeah. And tell us more about that. Because like that's its own iconic thing. I wanted you to segue it in.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's how we did it. We were on the road squeezing an entire, and we're not small dudes. Like we're all
Very muscular.
very much over 6 feet.
Yeah.
Right,
Very
6
good
feet.
looking,
It's
very big body.
Everyone
That's
is
right.
over 6 feet
For
tall.
any
Well,
women-
actually 6'1", I'd say.
For any women, they're all teetering 6'1", 6'2", incredibly
yeah,
handsome.
yeah.
If you're just
Yeah.
listening, just
Super
trust
jacked.
me, okay?
Yeah.
And 100%. We measured before here, so if you want to check, you can figure that out.
We had the 6-foot marker at the door.
Yeah, we all hit it.
We
clean
all
on
hit
the
it
way
clean.
in.
That's how you get in here, actually.
We're all rippling muscle dad bods. Both of them together, it's impossible,
Yeah,
but we
just
make it
try to
happen.
imagine it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we oh, God damn, I can't even go back.
You just have that image in your mind.
I was just thinking about 6.
He got distracted. It's okay. We all got distracted. That's
Incredibly handsome dudes in a Toyota Sienna.
with all our gear.
Sexy
Reminiscing
gear.
Heat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just makes me want to throw up a little bit. All right,
Yeah.
we're good. But yeah, we all literally crammed into a Toyota Sienna and somehow managed to fit.
I don't know
merge
how we fit.
a full drum
Don't
kit,
know.
amps, everything, and all 6 of us into that van. We actually destroyed that van.
I was
At,
also
like-
the designated van packer because these guys, it took them.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that.
It was
Malik.
stressful.
Thank
packing
you
the
so
van.
I don't know how you did.
Man. Yeah.
Jason would say otherwise.
I thought
but
Jason packed the van,
Jason would
actually.
say otherwise. Jason would be like, Malik, honestly, I thought you could have packed it better.
Yeah, I think you could have packed it better. Honestly.
See, if you get drunk at the end of the night, you have no mistakes and you don't have to pack the van.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. All I tell these guys to do.
Context, because if I heard 6 dudes in a Toyota Sienna, I would be seriously concerned.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it is not fun. It was not fun. I mean, it was a great time. We had
It was
an
a grind,
amazing
though.
time.
It was a grind. Yeah.
It was. There's some moments
For
where
sure.
you,
We
like,
grinded
you
it
really, like the back seat was like just the one seat up, and if you get in there, like everything's falling on you.
Yeah.
And you kind of just like that's where you sleep. Like if the one person needed to sleep, like
Yeah.
if we had an overnight drive where we had a gig, like they would throw me in the back, and I'd be like.
Yeah.
Like in the corner, like sleeping, like just crank all this weed, just smoke it really fast, and you'll go to bed. You're like,
Yeah.
just go to
A lot of
bed.
edibles were
Somebody
consumed in that
sedate
car.
me, please.
Yeah, no, for real, just
Yeah.
to get through the night and then wake up and play a gig. And yeah, we did that for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
And now we have a nice big tour van.
Oh, it's glorious.
But that's the humble beginning story too, and I think there's like
Mm.
a beauty to that, and we talked about that earlier too. People most of the time see you at a certain point, and they're like, "Oh wow, you guys blew up overnight." They don't see the Toyota Sienna story. They don't see the grind. They don't see the blood, the sweat, the tears that
Yeah,
went
we
into
worked
that.
pretty hard
So
for
it's
2
cool
years.
to tell the story behind that because I think that's the piece that a lot of people miss.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
I love those first couple gigs because like when we first started touring, like, and we took this thing from like Toronto to Vancouver. We took it all the way down to Texas. We went all the way down to Austin, Texas. We took this thing down to Florida. That was our last gig with it. Was we were ripping through the Everglades. But whenever we'd show up to a gig, people were like, "Yo, where's your van? Like, you guys are here." Yeah.
Tour bus? Yo,
Yeah.
can I come check it
Yeah,
out?
they'd be like, "Yo," people come up, be like, "Yo, where's your gig?" And we'd be like, "We're in that van." And they'd be like,
yeah.
"You're in that?"
How
like
many bumper stickers did you collect on the way?
Yo,
we're just like bumper dents.
we get more like bumper. Yo, yeah, we got hit.
Yeah.
We got our car got
Montreal.
hit in Montreal. We were in the
Yeah.
studio and someone took the whole bumper off of it.
In like a 30. Like it was like I
in
don't
the
know how
30
you
zone,
drive
and we
that
were parked.
hard.
We were in the car.
Yeah.
So we come back out and we're like, and Malik starts driving the car and he's like, what the hell's that noise?
Yeah.
Gets out and the bumper's
And it's
just
the
dragging
bumper.
on the floor. So I'm like, I FaceTimed the guys and like it was hilarious because it was kind of like in holes where like everyone kind of looks like into the little ditch. I'm like, hey guys, you're all gonna want to see this because there's a huge like the bumper's gone, and they're like, what? And I I just see them all enter the frame, and I'm like, oh god. Switch the camera, and I look at the bumper, or I switch the camera to the bumper, and they're all like, no, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No. It
She
was
left a note on the
Yeah.
on the thing and on the window, and she was just like, "Call me, I hit your car."
yeah.
And we're like,
And
"What the
phone
hell?"
number just dead tone when
You-
you call it.
No,
Like,
we
oh,
called
yeah.
and like we don't speak French because we're in Montreal. Except
Yeah.
we like you kind of do.
Yeah.
You can speak French, and Jason kind of can as well, but not like panic French. When you're like,
when they're French, that's another
panic French is
class.
totally
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you're like calling, we're like
Figuring out the insurance
You in our
French
car?
is a whole other.
And she's just like going off, and we're like, "Where's Simon?" Because our manager's from Quebec,
Yeah.
and he obviously speaks fluent French. She ended up calling us, and we had to go through all the insurance crap. But on that, we had to drive home that day because we had a gig.
Yeah.
I
bought duct tape.
yeah, we bought
And
duct tape and duct
the
tape. So
bumper
we were
back.
those guys driving home in a destroyed Toyota Sienna. 6 dudes, all of our equipment taped bumper.
Yeah.
Okay, to a gig. We
Yeah.
pull up. It was disgusting. Like the bumper's like fucking
rattling.
Just
Yeah.
It was madness.
It's gross. It was bad.
It was also studio day, so like when Malik FaceTimed us, we're all in the studio, just like half a bottle of Dayquil in,
Yeah.
just our bumper's gone. Ah, fucking sucks.
well,
Whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we really destroyed that van. I sold it to some dude who was selling newspapers. Yeah,
Yeah, and
he's got a van.
He's got
Beautiful, beautiful van.
It's a van with a lot
Vans
of
fetch a
history.
pretty penny these days. So yeah.
Don't look under any of the seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told him not to.
Mm-hmm.
I said, leave it. I said,
Okay,
"No,
let
you're
me-
buying, sir."
Let me jump in here. We got the rapid fire question. So,
Let's do it.
because there's
Yeah.
4 of you, I'm just gonna ask each one of you, and we'll
Nice.
fire through these quickly.
Nice.
So, first question: first concert you ever went to?
Oh, mine was Tyler the Creator and ASAP Rocky.
Oh,
That was the
okay.
best concert
That's
I've
hard.
been to in my life. Yeah.
That's
It
hard.
was pretty
We
lit.
have such a badass answer there.
That's way worse.
Warped Tour is also sick. What the
It
hell?
was $20 and it was at
Mine was a
Echo Beach.
Metallica Lamb of God.
Oh,
That was a
okay,
time.
sorry, chill,
Yeah,
guys.
mine was Cancer Bats and Billy Talent.
Oh my god, that is the most insane first 4 concerts out of everyone. There was not a single one in there that wasn't iconic.
Oh, it was
That's
pretty
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, what song do you wish you wrote? Is there a song out there
Yes.
that like you? Yeah.
Yes, I have one. I think this matches the whole band too. I
Mhm.
think What a Fool Believes. I think that one's
okay.
a crazy banger by the Doobie Brothers and or After the Love Is Gone by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
That's
because I
also,
think those two have such a the melody and the fact that it's such a massive hit for the time, and it's still such a hit right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is just it's so much more timeless and so much more amazing than something like I just like the classic hits that you hear all the time.
Yeah.
Like you could say, oh, yeah, I would love to write Bohemian Rhapsody. Obviously, an
Yeah.
amazing song, right? But I feel like to what we write and the songs that we make and how we're like the blend of disco and soul and R&B, those songs are just like so amazingly written. And it's just that for me is like our hits. Like I wish I
love that.
song.
Totally.
Yeah. You can speak for all of you on that one.
I mean,
Honestly,
I
yeah.
wish I wrote Intoxicated by Pomo. Just because
Oh,
that
big
beats
track.
fire. I didn't know
Yeah.
music could sound like that until he put out that track. I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
I like that. These are some
Yeah.
diverse answers. I was expecting like a Toxic by Britney Spears, but I respect it.
It's a good one too.
He just stole your answer.
God damn.
Yeah.
All right, circus. All right.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I totally agree with what Josh
Yeah.
was saying. You know, those are iconic. And Baby Come Back.
Yeah, Baby
You
Come
know,
Back.
also.
I'm a little different though. Like I would like this is totally left field, but I Remember by Deadmau5.
Oh, yeah, that's like a melody that just
Love.
like you say that and I
Yeah.
can hear it.
You know
in
what I
my
mean?
head.
Yeah, that's true.
Totally.
Oh, so good. My bad.
I got one more from Malik. He wishes he wrote Beauty and a Beat.
Yo,
Okay.
that track is so
Also,
fire.
a heater, an absolute
Yeah.
heater.
Yeah.
Yo, have you seen that like TikTok thing where like a little girl will see Justin Bieber for the
Yeah.
first time and it's for that video? That was
Yeah.
also Malik. Malik was on that video like
He's actually in one of those compilations.
Nicki Minaj came out on top of that pool, and he was like,
during that time. He was part of that same trend.
yeah.
I almost started.
Early Bieber though, looking back on it, for being like 16, bangers.
Yeah.
Like
No, 100%
bangers.
talented.
Yeah,
absolutely.
incredibly talented.
man was a menace
Yeah,
He was,
a literal menace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iconic,
in
bro.
so many ways.
Yeah,
Usher
I
did
love
good.
it.
there's no doubt.
Okay, last person on tour to wake up. You.
Sure.
Always.
You. You guys have to wake them up?
No, I normally wake up before we stop
you and-
anywhere, but I do pass out first.
Okay, so you're the lucky one.
In the
You just
van,
fall
you
In the
asleep.
always
van,
pass
yeah.
up first. Yeah,
No, Malik,
sure.
you're usually the last one out of the elevator. Yeah. Or
Mhm.
out of like
yeah.
to get downstairs. If we have to meet somewhere, Malik's usually the last
What?
one.
No, it's Jason.
No, it's
I
you.
would say Jason's the last to wake up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jason loves
I am
sleeping.
the last to be out of the
You're the last to be
He
anywhere.
takes like 4.5 hours
I'm
getting
on
ready.
BPT
Yeah.
like all the
Do you guys
time.
fuck with each other? Like, do you guys prank each other and stuff on tour, or what's the dynamic?
Not as much as we should.
You know what? No, you know what? That's probably something that we're glad we don't do.
You're not
Because
living
we
in constant
already,
fear while you're on
yeah, we already fuck with each other way too
We
much.
do enough damage to ourselves.
Yeah.
that we're pretty nice to each other, I think, on the road.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
I
There's
think
different ways to bother all of us. Like Jason, you have to just be like illogical about anything, and then you just short circuit his brain. Like,
Yes. I feel like our pranks are way different. Yeah.
Yeah,
like our
yeah.
pranks are like if
You guys
like
know
I
how to
wake
like
up. Yeah.
prod each other.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not
yeah.
like-
But like
not
not
like
like
he's
just
done sleeping and you're dumping water on
No,
his
no,
head.
no,
type
no,
of
no,
like-
no,
yeah.
No, because then you're ruining the next like 4 days.
Tour
of
is
us.
already stressful enough. Like,
You guys end
yeah.
up swinging outside the Toyota Sienna.
Yeah.
I think our pranks are like more psychological. Like, how can I ruin this guy's day?
Psychological warfare, yeah.
And maybe like, can I get him to like freak out on Sunday and be like, "What? You know, I remember what he said." Yeah, like that's. I'm trying to ruin their week.
Okay, so
Yeah,
maybe even more diabolical, but like
Honestly,
more
yeah.
diabolical.
That's
yeah.
how deep
Yeah.
friends we are. We're just like so,
Yeah, we got no time for physical. It's just all.
No,
Yeah.
just gaslighting all day.
We're practicing. We're practicing.
Yeah.
We're very nice to each other's bodies.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, venue. What's a venue you guys want to play before you die? I know there's some like crazy iconic venues. but-
Wembley Stadium.
MSG for me.
Wembley Stadium for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be
yeah. I mean,
the
that's
Garden, Madison Square.
That's probably the
Madison
holy
Square will be
grail,
fire.
right?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, but we'll do that by next
Holy
year.
grail, yeah.
Red
I'll
Rocks
put
for
that
me,
out there
baby.
next year.
I'm going
Next
to
year
Red
we're
I
there.
want to do Red Rocks.
Yeah, Red Rocks is unbelievable.
Yeah, I would say the
We-
same.
we were
honestly.
there.
We
We
were just
actually-
there.
We were just there. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went backstage because we got invited. And we were hanging out with a band called Ripe.
Not a big deal.
No, not a big deal. Oh, we're super cool. No,
Nonchalant guys up here, baby.
Yeah.
Don't take how nonchalant they are for granted. They're super cool.
That's right.
We got invited to play with Ripe at what was it? What was the theater?
The Gothic.
The Gothic
Oh,
Theater. Thank you.
okay.
Yeah. And they sold it out. They're unreal, that band. And hanging out with them was awesome. And they invited us backstage the day before because they were also opening up for Michael Franti at Red Rocks. And we got to hang out and check it out. The energy in that place is crazy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
walking backstage, you could feel the music that was created there. You're like, oh my god, this is insane. It's pretty wild. I can't wait.
That's
Got to sign the back room there. Once you headline it, you got to sign the wall.
We didn't even need drugs. We used them, but we didn't need them. Yeah.
Cut that out. No,
I
don't
love
cut
that.
it
No,
out.
don't cut it out. It's real. That's so real. That's so real.
No,
I went
no.
to the drug convention to listen to music. Okay, who's the biggest diva in the group?
Me.
All right.
By
Describe your sound.
I want the nice bed, and I want I want everything. 100%. I don't care. My biggest thing, I don't care. No, I want the nice stuff. I don't care. For me, whenever we get to a gig, the first thing I say is, "Where's our rider?" I'm like, if we didn't get all of our stuff, I'm cheesed.
Yeah.
Everybody, like Jason's always like, okay, is the sound good? Like you're like definitely like, what amp am I using? For me, I'm like, where's our charcuterie board?
Yeah.
And it's like, where I want my nice gin bottle and I want the nice stuff. That's for me.
Dasani water? I didn't ask for Dasani.
Dasani's talking
Crap out of here. Stuff tastes like garbage.
No, it's true. I do love it. I like the finer things. You know, that's something I enjoy.
But we got socks on the rider.
Yeah.
You know, socks
Yeah,
on the
it's a
rider is
pro
like
move.
we're gonna put deodorant on the rider next.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because like
Specifically for Cole.
specifically for Cole. Wow. I didn't even call him out like that.
Don't put the interview there also, huh?
Cole, if you're watching this,
Here, brother.
Cole, if you're watching this, you stink.
Yeah.
He doesn't stink. He
I
just
got you, Feb.
he
You
just
literally-
washes himself in the sink too much, and he just needs.
Wow. He's
I'm not
never
like-
gonna
I
miss
think-
another interview again, huh?
He's gonna be early for these interviews now. That's wild.
Oh, that's so good.
saying he's
I'm
clean.
not saying you're wrong.
I'm not saying he's clean. He just smells like the bubblegum pink soap. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's pretty gross.
Oh,
The
man.
shit that makes your hands peel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it does make your hands
really
feel.
does.
Okay, describe your sound in 3 words.
Sex, drugs, and disco.
Ooh,
That's sexy.
that's it.
That's really
That's
sexy.
yeah, I don't think we're getting better.
I think we need to take a moment. That was hot. That was super hot. Okay, one song that never fails to get the crowd going.
Oh my god. Actually, you know what?
Yo, to be honest,
There's so many.
I know. I would actually agree. As like a spectator who's listened to your music, I feel like the Boys Don't Sob brings you in, but then you listen to more of your music, and it's like you're like, whoa, I'm hooked, which is super cool. Because sometimes you hear someone's music and they have one song that's like an outlier, and the rest of it doesn't sound like that. So the fact that you have something that's like the magnet that pulls you in.
I think like it used to be when we dropped our first song, it was All Night, right? And
Yeah.
that was always the one. Just because like we never really like we were writing random stuff and it was whatever, but we never put anything out. And that was the first one when we played live that we were like, oh my god, this is a hit no matter what. I got people are always singing the song, right? And then after like years of playing it, like this is way before and building up to this now, we started playing like on to the next one, and that was one of the next times I felt like, oh my god, this is the start of the show. This is crazy. We we always play like a little intro jam kind of thing, and then like that's always like the first 2 seconds of every show, even unless you know the band, obviously, then you're like, oh, the band. Like if you're not and you have no idea who we are, like the intro is always like, oh, this is sick. Like this is a band. I'm stoked. But the moment we started playing on to the next one, live, it just everyone would rush the stage. It was so hype.
love that.
It felt like it almost feels like Poison, like the song Poison. Like it's just like you hear it and you're like, this is just I'm ready to like dance or move or just get hyped up. And that was the first one we wrote while we were writing songs for Sienna. It didn't end up on the album because we ended up releasing it a little bit before it.
As a single.
But that was the first one for me, I
I
think.
think so much of our show now isn't really about like, because we have a dance show. Like if you go to see a DJ, like we base a lot of like how we love to go see DJs.
Yeah.
We love to go see dance music, and we base so much about like how a DJ creates a set. And on our live show, we want you to be dancing from the first song. So it's not really about what gets the people moving. It's about how far you can make them freak out.
Yeah.
Like we try and build our set and we try and build our music to like lead up to a pinnacle where you're like sweating, you're heavy breathing. I can't move anymore. Mostly that's going to be our new single, Dancing on Your
Getting
Own.
aroused.
And then we want them to
Me
freak
too.
out as much as possible and then bring them down.
Yeah.
And then let them have a breather, go get a beer, dance, hug your partner, put up your Hinge Dates TV.
What you're telling me is that you're basically just you're just edging people with your music is what I'm.
No, we wanna make
you're
them
just
come-
edging people so hard with your.
We
No,
do that. We do that throughout the show. Yeah.
It's not about edging, it's about making them come.
Yeah.
Oh, right to
Deadass,
it.
yeah.
Right to it,
There you
brother.
go.
They
And then
especially
bring them
when
for a second round, baby.
Was it sex, drugs, and disco? I get it now.
Yeah.
If you go to a free label show, you will be coming. That's right.
Or at least we will be.
Somebody.
Somebody will be. There will be one person in the room who's coming. We don't know who it is.
Yeah,
but
we'll
it's a
figure it out.
guarantee.
I guarantee at least one person.
At least one. Yeah, that's definitely how we even build the set around that. We always build up, and then we usually get to the first slowdown is always Change Your Mind, which was the first single, like hit single off of Songs for Sienna. That one actually went super viral in Thailand. It went #1.
Crazy.
In Thailand, yeah,
That's
which is
so
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, and we
Do you think it was all the expats in Thailand, or do you think it was
the what?
all the expats?
Honestly, I think just like the Thai people really like that kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going
Yeah.
It
on.
makes sense though. Like
You
it's
know-
a cool sound that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what happened. It was like a year after, and all of a sudden we're like, yo, what's going on? Bangkok is streaming the shit out of the song.
Yeah.
And we have like 22,000 listeners from there alone.
Crazy.
Yeah, just from Bangkok. We were checking it earlier.
Have you guys done a tour there?
No,
Is that on the?
we are dying to go to
Yeah.
Thailand. I want to do a full Asia tour no matter
Yeah.
what, because it's just like a lot of our fans are from Asia, and I would love to. I know Jake especially would really like to.
I spent a lot of time there.
Who's the first one to get bamboozled by a ladyboy?
I don't think he's confused about it. I don't know if it's bamboozled.
Bamboozled. I mean, I
Use the
do
word-
everything with intention, all right?
If you own it, you own it. I respect it. I respect it.
This guy's walking around. All right, who's the lady?
Exactly.
All right, ladyboys. Go.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, we'd love to though. I'd love to tour there. That would be amazing. But that was the first one that kind of really took off the album and still is going. It's almost at 1 million plays, which is crazy. And
That is
kind of a
crazy.
year. Yeah.
And now I think the new song that's getting everybody moving is "Dancing on Your Own." That one's
Yeah.
really popping out. Every time you play that song, people just like
People love it.
lose their minds, man. They just let everything
Yeah.
go and just start
How is the
dancing.
transition too of like I might look at you guys on Apple Music and see your like top songs there from streams. Do you find different songs translate differently in shows where you might have a song that's like not as popular to be streamed, but when you play it, people are like, "Yo, this shit slaps."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think it was
Which like Prince's Bathtub is a big one,
Yeah.
right.
right? I don't
Yeah,
think a
for
lot of
sure.
people are listening to that one on Spotify or on any platform necessarily, because we did just release the live version. We just kind of popped it out there, and some people love it, and everyone at the live show is like, "You need to put that out." I'm like, "It is out."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You just don't like." Some people just don't like, don't look for it and don't hear it, and it's like that one is the one, but that's always our show ender. It's the most hype song. It's the craziest one that we think is always like, this is how the show needs to end.
Yeah.
And it's not like conventionally I'd say a traditional song. It's influenced off of Prince, and it's very jammy and like kind of like it just, there's a guitar battle that they do, and he takes a massive bass slap solo, and like it's
I know what I'm playing in the Uber on the way home.
Yeah.
Played on the you'll hear it. It's kind of crazy, and it's not like like that's why like you put it out and you're like, there's a whole battle that happens in the song, so you're like, you wouldn't hear it on the radio, but that's like a song that I feel like is kind of like the hidden gem in there. And it was released on the deluxe as well though. But
I love that. That's very cool. Okay, last question, and then we'll jump into a little bit more about just music and what you guys have coming
Sweet.
up. This one wasn't on the list too, so buckle up. But if you had a dream collab, any artist that you could make a song with, that you could do like a feature with or have on yours, who would it be for each one of you?
Alive?
Anyone, house artist, anybody.
They have to be alive.
Nope.
Ooh.
Okay,
Well,
No,
I think we can all agree that
Yeah.
Silk Sonic would be probably one of them, right?
Bruno Mars and Spack.
Yeah, Bruno Mars and Pac.
Either both of
thing.
them, like singular or.
That would just make the most sense, 100%.
But
Like that's a dream right there.
I have different answers from you guys. You guys go first.
You first.
No, you
You started, dude.
It's
Yeah.
rapid fire. You each get a second.
Rapid fire,
Go on.
go.
Ooh, honestly, my dream collab would probably be Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye, Al
Ooh,
Green.
Okay.
That's pretty
That's
sick.
crazy.
Okay.
Left field would be Madonna. I think that'd be so
Ooh.
sick.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Be cool.
I see the vision.
Yeah.
I see the
You know what I'm
vision.
saying?
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
just me.
I like that a lot.
Ulterior
Both.
motive.
Don't he's blushing, yo. Why are you blushing?
So I'll fight Tupac right now. I'm playing.
Madonna, if you're listening to this,
Yes.
hit up my boy.
Please.
Yeah. We're
For
available.
for a feature.
Just for a feature.
Just for a feature. And maybe the future. I don't know.
Well, we were talking about getting Elton John on a track. We have a track that's kind of
That'd
like
be so
fast
cool.
disco, kind of
Yes.
like Elton in the 70s, you know. And I'm a huge fan of his playing, so that would be an honor. That'd be sweet.
That's
Yeah.
super cool. That's
Yeah.
We were writing that in the van too. We were in this soon. We're still working on that one, but it is very Elton. We were listening. We were like, this would be the coolest. thing
Yeah,
ever.
it would fit him so well.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, you took mine, dude. I was gonna say Mariah.
Josh has the biggest.
You know
crush.
that's-
You can repeat. You can repeat.
Yeah, Mariah Carey, 100%. please. Mariah Carey when she released "Touch My Body."
Oh man,
That's my track.
Yeah.
All right.
that song rewired my brain chemistry.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Anyway,
Quincy Jones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the guy.
and Marvin Cease. No, I'm playing. Not Marvin
Yeah,
Cease.
yeah, yeah.
I'll take that back.
No, those would be.
I mean, we
those would
already
be
did kind of collaborate with a dream collaborator, which was Braxton Cook.
Yeah, with Braxton.
You know, I never thought we'd be able to get him on a track, but
Shout out
he's-
Braxton Cook, one of
yeah.
the best saxophone players out there right now.
in the
Yeah,
game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Crazy cat.
Which is super cool.
Mhm.
No, it's cool that you guys have gotten just this trajectory and are starting to like really intertwine with all these cool people. You love to see it.
It's happening.
Which is the perfect segue into
Let's go.
songs for Sienna and beyond.
bullet.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about like dancing on your own, GLS for you.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
inspired that music for you guys? And this is obviously like later iterations of the sound that you guys have created. So like, what inspires it now?
I think. Oh my goodness. So on the sex, drugs, and disco thing, that is something that we talk about a lot. The sex, drugs, and disco is something special that's coming later, probably next year. We've been working on a lot of new music, but are we loading up on the Red Bull? Not
do we
round
have any
two?
more Ciroc?
Yeah, we've been working on a lot of new music. We're working with a ton of artists right now. And I don't want to disclose anything just yet, but we are finalizing at least 15 to 16 songs that we've been working on,
Holy
if not more.
This could be an album, singles.
It
what's
could be.
the-
It could be
what's the-
something. We
okay.
don't know what's happening yet.
There's going to be music coming out, but you don't know what or how or when.
That's
we
right.
just
That's what I
know that
need
it's
to
going to
know.
be
That's right.
disco. It's
They're
gonna be
edging you
dancey.
again.
Oh, forever edging.
Forever.
We are the free edgers.
That's what I'm titling this.
The edge label.
The free label forever edging you in
Oh
music.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. That's the next album name, actually.
yeah, forever edging.
Forever
It is
edging.
terrible.
That would actually be
Honestly,
Forever
not
edging.
bad.
make a meme album.
Not
is
bad.
terrible.
We can credit you, all right?
The very last fine print is just my name. I'm like, yes, I finally made it. I'm in the industry now. Let's go.
Dancing on Your Own and Got a Little Something for You, or Gals for You.
Gals for You, yeah.
We got it. That really came from, in the middle of Songs for Sienna, we were really focused on our like R&B side.
Yeah.
We really wanted to get out what we had to say. It's kind of, Songs for Sienna is like a 2-year album, so it kind of encompasses like our whole beginning of tour, beginning with the van. But we went out in Montreal to go see Beam Me Up Disco, and when we were there,
New City Gas?
sorry,
New City Gas? Where were they playing?
oh, they were at
Bar Loretz.
Bar
Bar
Loretz,
Loretz.
yeah,
Truly Brothers.
Beam Me Up Disco,
Right,
Bar
yeah,
Loretz.
yeah.
We were blown
Truly
away.
Brothers.
We were like on a little bit of M, just kind of, and just like I think all of us were like
Just
in different
cruising.
parts of the room, just like
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
We got Cole dancing, and
Yeah,
Cole
Cole was
doesn't.
dancing.
Cole's
Cole,
dancing.
Cole was dancing.
Yeah.
He was sweating.
Cole's the type to
Yeah.
read a book in the club. Like he don't. he's
And that's like
very-
disco too. Like I've never rolled at disco. Like I've gone to lots of house music stuff, but like
It was
it's
crazy.
a
It's
I'm
very
sure it's a
possible.
different experience.
Yeah.
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 And I think we knew we were going there. Like we were after Real Love
Yeah.
and Songs for Sienna. We were kind of bringing it to disco, but we didn't know that we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I think when we were at Beam Me Up and we had that moment, and I think we all were in the club and we just like started looking at each other like,
Yo, this is
yo,
Yeah.
this is the next wave. Like this is what's in us and needs to come out. And
Yeah.
then through that and the evolution of us trying it and figuring it out and hanging out with the Patchouli brothers, talking to them, we got Dancing on Your Own, Gals for You.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's really like it came from seeing that. And you guys were like, this is a piece that we want to lean into more for our next songs.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And
That's
we
really
kinda wrote-
spiritual.
We started writing the new show that we kind of already toured a little bit this year. We were
Yeah.
practicing and building it up all the way to the Access Club show, which sold out, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toronto. We love you.
It's insane.
And even across this tour, this is one of the biggest tours we've had, where we're selling like 200-300 tickets a show across all the way across Canada,
Yeah.
even into the US. And it started becoming that like nonstop dance show where it does feel like you're at a club.
Yeah.
And like
Or a
even
DJ
we were,
set,
where did we
yeah.
pull? We pulled
Yeah.
up in Nelson, and it was like the only like we just started playing, and it's like I haven't seen a show where people are like at one point are not even looking at us; they're just in their vibe. They're just like.
But that's what
dancing,
that's
going
what we need
crazy.
more
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Like I don't go to the club anymore. I don't go like, oh, let me just go clubbing. I go see
Yeah.
specific artists to go dance, or like I'll go
Exactly.
to a club that a specific artist is playing. Because let's be honest, like just club culture is dead.
It's
But
pretty dead.
bringing
Yeah,
back
it's
a
rough.
specific reason to go listen to music, to go dance, is what's thriving. And it sounds like you guys have found a pocket for that, which is super cool.
Yeah.
There's a thing that we're trying even like to not like stop playing. Like
Yeah.
you just keep playing through songs. We blended everything in a way that it's just like feels like it's almost being mixed in.
Yeah.
And it's all live. Like we don't play with tracks. We don't do any of that. Like we're if you're hearing it, you're hearing mistakes. You're hearing everything. It's
Yeah.
all real. And we've always wanted that. We're never gonna change that.
Yeah.
We want.
Yeah.
I don't
Never
want.
will.
I don't really want tracks
Which is
ever.
beautiful.
Except from
I
Jake,
want-
you're not
it's
hearing mistakes
authentic.
from him, apparently.
What?
I
What?
said, except from Jake, you're not hearing mistakes from him, apparently.
One time, all right?
But yeah, that's been in the works right now. We've finalized like a lot of the new songs that we've worked on, and we kind of blended it into this crazy disco show that just like doesn't stop. It's like an hour and a half of just bangers all the way through. Even like slowing down where you can slow dance to your part, and then it gets back up and you're moving again, and it's cool. It's cool, and that's the whole new wave of what we're trying to be on, and kind of how we worked on those two new tracks. Yeah.
And I guess that's a perfect segue again.
Oh.
Again
Nice.
into so give me some upcoming tour dates, because I know you guys are at Electric Forest, which I'm super
Hell yeah.
stoked for, because I'm going there and I'm
Hey,
sure
that's
I
crazy.
see you guys.
Sick,
Hell yeah.
Which will be super
Let's
cool.
hang, yeah.
But I know there's a couple other cool spots you guys have coming up. Do you have other tour plans, and any other like release or promo stuff for your new music and stuff you have going on as well?
Yeah, we're hoping to release maybe one or two more little tracks this year if we can. As of right now, maybe a remix for Got a Little Something, or kind of keep pushing these
Okay.
these two, because these are our favorite songs right now. They're
Yeah.
and they're sounding awesome. People are
Yeah.
loving them right now. But for shows, 100% Electric Forest. What else we got? What else we got?
We're going to your hometown, baby.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
We're playing one of the biggest. Actually, for a time, it was the biggest folk festival in Canada, the
Where's
Mariposa Folk Festival,
Oh, okay.
which is up in Aurelia, and
Yep.
we're playing I think the main slot, which is Saturday night beer tent.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna rip
Yeah.
the tent down. It's gonna be awesome.
We did it. We
That's
did it a
so
few
fun.
years ago.
Yeah.
And they want us back now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Last time it was insane.
You
back
might
from
burn
Stars-
Aurelia down. I don't know if
think
It might
Stars
not
are
really
gonna
matter.
miss that
I'm
kind
a
of
little nervous. Yeah.
Do you remember? I think Stars was playing at that time, and I think they got really pissed off because we were making so much noise.
Yeah.
When we do a show, we always make the crowd like yell or chant or
Yeah.
do something crazy, and we were loud.
I
Like
love
we were
that.
rowdy.
People
Is-
love that though.
Oh,
People
yeah.
want to feel like they're a part of it. Somebody once
yeah.
told me that music and sports are the only things that people go to like all watch one thing perform. Right.
Right.
Like everybody there is collectively going to watch you guys perform, and there's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
many other things we all come together to like observe
Just
or
be a part of.
consume one piece of art.
Hell yeah.
So it's cool that you get the people involved in it because obviously they're there for you guys, right?
I think that one is a big one. What else? We got a couple more.
We're
Facts.
down to Virginia, Floyd Fest.
Yeah, Floyd Fest.
Okay.
We'll be at the Castle Jazz Fest in British Columbia.
Yeah.
Later on in the year, around October, we're going to be in Germany. We're going to be in Berlin.
No shit.
We got kind of lots of stuff, like too many dates to
Yeah.
name off.
Also,
but,
we're playing Canada Day in Mississauga as well. We'll be there.
Oh, dope.
That'll be a fun one in the square there. They got us doing that.
going to Bear Fest in California.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Fair
So you guys
Fest.
have a lot of fun travel
Oh,
and
yeah.
different stuff coming up. Is there any
Big
one show
summer.
that you're most excited for out of that?
It's got to be Electric Forest, I think,
Yeah.
for me.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think anything.
That's and it's my first year, but all my friends went last year, and they were like, "No, you need to come with us
Yeah.
again this year. It's incredible." I don't know. Have you guys been before?
no.
No.
And
yeah.
just everything I've heard about that, it's like one of the few remaining music festivals. It's just like so pure people there for the music. It's not like I've been to Ultra Miami. Awful experience.
Really? No way.
Too many people crammed in there. People went there for the music. Just like the vibes are super low.
Mhm.
Where Forest, I've heard great things
Great
about.
things,
So I'm
yeah.
excited to like be immersed. And it seems like your guys' vibe is the perfect fit for because they bring in talent there too, right? It's
Yeah,
not
they bring
just
some
like
crazy
it's
players.
not just like who are the biggest headline DJs right now. It's like who are really unique, talented people. And so it makes sense that you guys are there to show off your sound too.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Let's do it.
I love that. And then I guess just jumping into the last segment, keeping the group dynamic strong. Because with 6 of you, I'm sure things can waver. I had a co-host that's no longer on, so I know all too well that like things can get difficult.
Did
when
you make a
friendships turn
viral
into-
TikTok about that one or
No.
no?
not yet. Buckle up.
We hung one too many TV.
But how do you guys keep the dynamic strong together and cohesive? And what do you do when I guess maybe people are deviating or self-doubt's a big piece of any creative realm
I think
as
it's
well.
I think it's easy when you're best friends. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's a lot easier when you can just we're like 6 of like just homies. Like we're best friends. It wouldn't work if we didn't love each other and care about each other and
Yeah.
only want the best for each other, right? Like we're only looking out for each other all the time, and that's the biggest thing I think. Like if you don't care, then it could break apart very very quickly. But
Yeah.
we all want the same thing, right?
Yeah.
we all
I love
want
that.
we want this to go, and
I think there's not enough time for it to not work. You know,
Yeah.
like we all have such a shared vision and shared goals, and we're doing so much all the time that there's not even the time for us to disagree. Or we're just in it together. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's the thing too for people who haven't been in any sort of creative realm is like once you're immersed in it,
yeah,
you
that's
like
totally what it is.
fully have to commit yourself to the life.
Yeah.
And it's cool that you guys have each other's backs
Mhm.
and are able to support each other in that. I watched Fast and Furious last night, so I'm gonna say family.
family, bro.
Family. Which is beautiful because it
It's
can be
true.
hard, right? And I'm sure
Yeah.
you guys probably had your ups and downs, but keeping it together and
You fight. Like we're gonna fight. We're gonna disagree, and that's okay. But as long as you trust each other and you know, like that's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like look, Cole and Jason are here. We still love you.
Yeah.
Sleep. You need the sleep, brother. You need the sleep.
I'll see you guys at Forest.
Just talking shit.
They're gonna get
I
flamed
know
at the
everything
chat.
about you.
I'll be like, I know 4 of them.
It's true though. You gotta care, right? Jason had a gig last night. We flew in. We were in Calgary 2 days ago. Like we just like flew in. Like it never ends. Like this. That's what I mean. Like how can I be mad? I just woke up. Like
Yeah, there's no time.
there's no time. There's
no
no
time
time.
for me to
Like
be upset.
Jason played a gig till 4 in the morning last night. We got back. He went straight there. You know what I mean? Like it was just what it is.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
rock star life, right?
Yeah, it's a
And
rock star life. You
I
just gotta keep
think
going.
I'd love to talk about that a little bit too, of just what's that life actually like? Because I think from the outside, people don't understand how much time and energy and effort and travel goes into that, right? Like the 4 a.m. shows, waking up, doing a podcast on a random Sunday, like all this stuff that goes into it. And like, how do you keep yourselves motivated and not burn out too?
Alcohol. No, I'm playing.
Alcohol,
No, don't do
drugs,
alcohol. Don't do drugs.
caffeine,
Don't.
stimulants.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stimulants.
all those things for sure, but we actually do a lot of yoga as a group together.
Okay.
We're very into a bunch of different products. We do breath work, just the 6 of us do breath work, cold plunges.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have a balanced lifestyle.
We try.
yeah.
We try.
Yeah, we
We
try
work
to
out
You
a
can't
lot.
go as hard as you go in the night
Yeah.
without trying to recover as hard as you can during
Yes.
the day.
I call that health and unwellness.
Yeah.
Health and unwellness. Yeah.
That is I live by that. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that the hardest thing, the easiest thing for us to do on the road is to stay on the road and travel because we actually are friends.
Yeah.
So it's really not that I know a lot of people and a lot of musicians who are touring, maybe you don't know the band too much or you have to like build a relationship as you go. Like we've been doing this for so long that like I know that if I want to go hang out, I have 5 other dudes to hang out with. We can go do something. Who wants to go to the bar tonight? You know what? We're not feeling it. We'll go to the bar, pack in. We're going to go up to the hotel room. We're just going to chill, play video games,
Yeah.
listen to some music.
It's easy.
You know, like it's not that hard when you have people around you that support you.
Yeah. And that shared vision, I'm sure too, is a beautiful piece because you need all 6 of you bought in to make this happen, right?
Absolutely.
Even though only 4 of you were
We
bought
all
in today.
Even though there's such support, but
Yeah.
we support it. We're like, hey man, you guys need to sleep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make fun of you the whole time.
That's right.
That's crazy. Like we cancel each other out sometimes, but we also all enable each other.
Oh,
We are the biggest enablers of each other.
Yeah, I think in so many different ways.
We're gonna be great friends then. We're all out. I think Brink can attest. I am one of the worst enablers on the entire planet.
You're gonna fit right in.
I'll call everyone on a Friday night. I'll be like, "We're going here. We're doing this. We're doing
dog.
this. We show
That's
up.
my dog.
It's shots."
That's your guy right
That's my
there.
dog, dude.
That's your guy right
I'm
an
either on
enabler,
or
dude.
I'm like off. I'm like, okay, I need a couple week break from this because my liver is about to implode, and then right back into enabling.
I'm the opposite. I can die every day, and I can do it every day. I don't know what it is. There's so many nights. Me and Jay. Yeah, you know, we can go party. We can go have some fun. We go hard. We go hard, and I love it. I don't care. You got to do it.
Like
you
we
got to
said,
have fun.
health and unwellness.
Yeah.
Health and wellness.
They'll go hard till like
I just
4
like to
a.m.
drink.
and then
Enjoy it.
wake up at 9 and work out.
Yeah.
Like nothing happened.
That's the thing. I will wake up and work out.
But we have to wake up at 9 to work out because we were drinking.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Health
Yeah.
and unwellness. It's a
Yeah, that's
literal
right.
Easy
lifestyle.
math, man.
I wouldn't wake up to work out if I didn't.
If I wasn't drinking.
No.
That's right.
No.
So actually, drinking is making us all more jacked.
Drinking is actually making you perform better.
It's true.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
As someone who didn't drink for a long time, I'm reverting every statement. Drinking actually makes you more optimized. You heard it here.
You need at least like
Lock that in.
2 to 4 to make the show go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 to 4 to make the show.
Yeah.
And apparently one
And
to
some
make
drinks
the-
on top of that.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Terrible.
They'll call it rockstar life for nothing.
It's true. It's true. You need the drinks, man.
It's real. But that's the real side of things. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's show business.
I mean,
right?
people you gotta have fun, man.
You gotta enjoy yourself.
That's the whole thing. Yo, it's fun. What is it fun for?
It's fun first. After that, nothing else matters.
yeah. Yeah. And look at how far it's got you guys. So
that's how far it's gotten us.
that's something to put on put that on a t-shirt.
It really is an evil quote.
It's a terrible quote. It's so bad.
It's pure anarchy.
I hate it.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of ephedrine?
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo,
If
yo,
you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Okay, and then two more segments here. I'll
right.
just jump into. So, what can fans expect from your next chapter? Where are you guys looking to evolve with music, with tours, all that fun stuff?
More sex, more drugs, more disco.
Oh my god.
More
dude.
MILFs.
If you
More
guys edge any harder, I'm gonna have a problem.
more edgy.
There's a lot of milfs. I love it though.
Yeah.
We need that. It's
the main
demographic.
demographic.
Listen, just more angry husbands. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
That
We're
means
kidding,
you-
we're joking,
That
we're
means you're
joking.
doing something right.
We're joking. We're
If
joking.
you
Don't
the
worry.
MILFs that locked in, you're doing
Yeah,
something right. That's all you need
I
to
do
know.
love the dynamic of the audiences that we have. It's really everybody. So it's from young to old. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a good vibe. I think what you can expect this next year is more music. Right, way more music, more dance stuff. We're really diving into this disco thing, and we really want to sit in this pocket of the 70s, 80s, and like really have you dancing and moving, and having a good time. That's what we want. I don't know what
I think music that realizes like ourselves, like it's taken a lot of time for all 6 of us to get on the same wavelength to write a song. I think a lot of songs that we were writing on Songs for Sienna, as much as I love the album, were brought in by one person and majorly influenced by a singular voice, and we all came under to support it and like made that voice heard as best as it could. I think this music that we're making right now is all 6 of us equal, going full force, dancing, and finally stop edging you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if I don't want you to stop?
Then you got another track, baby.
Keep them coming, please.
Or you can subscribe to our Patreon.
Who said I'm not enjoying the edging? Let's make this entirely clear.
Yeah, subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, if you really want Edge, subscribe to our Patreon. All right? We got lots of good
and
stuff there.
there'll be lots of plugs at the end.
Yeah.
Curveball question 2, and I wanted to save this one near the end as like a nugget for people who listen this long.
Nice.
You guys are obviously ascending very quickly and starting to meet really cool people and doing big things. Do you have any Hollywood stories? And you don't have to name names or anything like crazy, or maybe any like just anything that you know to the normal person you'd be like, holy shit.
No,
that's
for sure.
crazy.
You know that track, Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party.
Yeah.
So we smoked a joint with that dude backstage at Calgary Stampede. Yeah. That dude is far out.
I mean, based on that song, yes.
Yeah. No, he's exactly the guy you think he is. Yes. From that song, and he sounds like that.
It was pretty weird because we were like backstage and we ran over to say hi to. Well, I wanted to say hi to like the Barbie.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about the other. I mean,
she wasn't really down for the hang as much.
But she was like less like she's like, oh, I've done this enough. Like I don't care. And like we were backstage, so we're like okay. But he came over and he's like, what's up, guys? What's going on? And we're like, hey, what's up? And he's like, you guys got any weed?
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, it's like legal here. Like you can just go get it. And we're like, like it's like around the corner. I guess
You didn't see the 47 weed stores?
on the way in. Like, all right, we're like, all right.
You didn't see weed for you and think it was a weed shop?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, that's not it. You know what I mean? And then we just went and grabbed the joint in the back. We're like, yeah, you're man. He's like, oh, sick. Start smoking, and we're like, this dude's pretty weird.
Oh yeah.
You gotta remember, this guy's like, they're like Finnish or Dutch or something. So he's like, und ja, get the weed, yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
deep voice,
yeah. And he's tall, and we were like,
and
yo,
dude,
we want to take a picture with Ken and Barbie. And Barbie's like, I don't want to fucking be near you guys. And Ken's like, no, come here.
We were all Bobby, come here, Bobby, come on.
We were trash because we were watching Aqua. We were like, this is sick. We're backstage just blasting drinks.
We were trash every night.
We were like, yeah.
With the Barbie.
Yeah, with the Barbie. Yeah,
the
we were
Barbie.
there. And then and he came over smoking. He was fun. He was still funny. He was hilarious. He was a really nice guy. But it was pretty trippy. It was a weird exchange there. Yeah. I don't know if there's any other ones.
The best thing about Stampede was so we had our back room for the day that we played.
Yeah.
But they never changed the passcode to the back room. So we were at Stampede for the whole week. So we were like, so we knew that when we were there, they were giving us drinks and they were refilling our beer. So they refill you every time you played.
Yeah.
So we would play and then we left. So when we were done, we went back to the back room, typed in the code, took all the beers that were there at the end of the night that weren't ours, stuffed them into a bag, took the gin, emptied it out, filled it with water. And we had a great Stampede.
Free beer for the whole.
Hire us back.
Stampede.
Hire
That
us
was
back.
Just drinking the other band's beer. Like, no
Thank you.
But every
Thank you,
time the
Calgary
band was
Stampede.
there. Like half the time the band's there.
We
They
just
do.
walk
They
in.
do.
Stampede,
The
if you're
band was
watching, you didn't hear that.
No, yeah.
Thank you, Stampede, for sponsoring
That was
us.
hilarious.
We appreciate it.
Oh, that other band was, when you guys walked back there, they were like, what's up, guys? We're like, what's up? We're just here for some beer.
Yeah. Just
And that's on show business.
Collections.
That's on show business.
That's right.
Yeah, they refilled you the next morning. They wouldn't even know the beers were gone.
It's all the same
That's
crowd.
lots.
That's a write-off. It's a write-off.
It's all a write-off.
It's a write-off. It's a
Yeah.
write-off. You keep the people happy.
Nothing in Hollywood, though. When we were there,
We
nothing
went to a
crazy.
couple parties in the hills, which were
Yeah, we did. We went
which
to
were
a party
kinda
in the
cool.
hills. It
Yeah,
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We met Charlie. What was his name? Charlie.
Fox, I think.
Charlie Fox. He wrote
Killing Me
Killing Me Softly.
and a couple of big
we were at
tunes
a
like that.
we got invited to a random party out, and it was very, very random.
At Diane Warren's house.
Diane Warren's house. Yeah.
I actually met her.
Any Holly weird stuff going on at these parties are pretty tame.
You know what?
Because I've heard the rumors, but I've never.
We thought it was gonna get weird, and then when we walked in, we're like, "This is not a weird one. This is
Yeah.
just a weird."
It was
old
weird, but
person."
not like freaky weird. Yeah.
I feel like you're like teetering. You're like, is this a Diddy party or is this just like
Yeah.
a
No, it
person?
wasn't even close. It was more like you walk in and we're.
It's the pre for the Diddy
like
party. They're just
everyone's
waiting for
slow
people to
react
clear
to
out.
anything.
Yeah, no one was like ready like for banter. Like they were just like they were just like there, like you got invited and you don't know anyone, and he didn't know.
I didn't know that. So I met Diane Warren, but I didn't know she was Diane Warren. So I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, how are you? Like,
No, we look right when we walked into her house.
Yeah.
It was her house.
so we walk in and I see
her
her
party.
and I'm like,
we're
hey, how you
hey,
doing?
this is what she looks like, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows. You're not really invited.
Yeah.
And I see her and I'm like, hey, like, who are you? She's like, I'm Diane Warren. This is my house. And I'm like,
And you're
oh.
like, oh.
And she's like, who'd you come with? I'm like, your ex-husband. And she's like, damn.
Can you leave?
Can you leave?
Yeah.
She's like, oh,
Yeah,
sure.
And we're like,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna eat your food now. So we just went in
pretty
and just ate. You know what's so funny though? They're caterers, so we're like there, and like all these people that talk and do whatever, and we're like, we don't know anybody, so we're just gonna eat your food.
Yeah.
So we're like hungry, so we don't care. It was a big
power
power
move.
move. We ended up becoming really close with all the caterers. Like there were these like old like nunna looking women, and they were just like loving us. They were like, because we're like helping out, and we're like just moving shit around.
Like those people at the party who pet the
they're like,
dogs.
we'll
You
get
guys
that,
hang
we'll
out with
get
the
that.
caterers.
They're like,
Yeah.
eat, boys, eat. Don't worry, just eat the food. And we're like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, I live there, dude. I live there.
just
You
destroy
guys
the
are
food.
devouring all the old people are looking at you like, who the fuck?
Yeah, no,
Who
seriously.
invited these
No,
guys?
seriously, that's
Yeah.
like what was happening because we were the youngest people by far.
They had like 5 pizzas, and by the end of the night, like I knew which ones were the good ones. We'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, man, any pizza?" Like, Paddle 5.
Yeah.
That's good. What do you want?
Like the gnocchi, the spicy gnocchi, that's actually really good.
fire,
Like,
yeah.
You can avoid the pesto
Stay
pasta.
away, stay away from the
don't
pizza.
need that.
So that was, yeah.
And then Charlie Fox was on there like we have a special performance, and they made like him play like he wrote "Killing Me Softly." He
Yeah.
wrote Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
like the theme for
Wonder
Wonder
Woman
Woman.
theme song,
The Happy Days theme song as well.
Yeah.
He did, it was crazy. So when we were there, we were like standing by, we were like drunk, standing right behind him while everybody's taking videos. We're just like,
That's
Like, who is this guy? This guy's pretty good.
I love that.
Yeah.
One of her friends used to date Reggie Jackson.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Jackson 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Jackson
right.
5.
Oh,
So
can we
Jackson
talk
5.
about that album cover too, by the way? Or is that forbidden?
Oh, yeah,
It
Songs
used to
for
be on the
Siena.
TV, but the one, yeah.
We can talk.
I feel like we
can
had
talk about that really
Take
quick.
that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Songs for Siena
So
album.
Jake has a really close
album
friend.
cover.
For the album cover of Songs for Sienna.
Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's funny because actually the girl that we got to do that is the ex of one of my good friends, also from Aurelia. She was just the only girl we could find to do it.
That's not true.
at all.
Well, I have to say that.
I mean, she was the only one available.
Okay, we specifically found my best friend's ex-girlfriend for the album cover.
Wait, were they broken up at this time?
Oh yeah, bad breakup.
And
Really
you were
messy
like,
breakup.
you were kind of chill though. Should we
Okay.
like?
But also I sent him a message because we were on tour
Yeah.
while this we were like we need an album cover because it's coming out now.
Yeah.
And obviously like pressure of like label, like we need everything in advance, and we're like we're already on the road. Like how do we make this album cover?
Yeah.
And because it was about the van, we wanted to personify it as a girl. So we're like, could we put someone in the van? And put it in the back of the van and make it look like almost like a vibe, like it's
Yeah.
like it's like right when you finished having sex and you're like having the cigarette
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that was sick. You know what I mean? Vinyl players playing, you're vibing out.
Yeah,
Like that's
incense
the
in the
energy
back.
that we wanted
Yeah.
to give with that album cover.
Mm.
And I didn't know.
Hang on, so your first thought was, yo, we should call up my boy's ex for this.
I didn't know they broke up. Okay, I
fair.
sent the
That's
text.
fair.
I didn't know, and I sent the text to Sarah.
Yeah.
And she said Kennedy would be sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, isn't that Jack's ex? Well, too bad. And then that's what it
did
is.
it.
It was
And then-
already done
Full steam
before
ahead.
we even knew. She was already in the
she's
album
like,
cover.
I'm gonna try and do it. She did it, sent us to it,
She did a
and we
great
never
job.
told her to take her pants off. Okay?
Yeah.
We never told her to do any of that. We were like,
She
just-
knew sex sells. Sex sells.
Yeah.
She did it, and she sent us a bunch of them, and even the back photos and all that kind of stuff. And we were like, cool. And then we did it, and we didn't tell Jack. And that's your fault.
But he found out, and you guys made up, right?
Yeah, he got.
That's fair.
Yeah. We made it up to him.
We also have a big poster for him.
That's
not show business.
We just didn't. We just decided not to. He didn't.
I
want
mean,
it.
like,
No, but Jack was totally cool
You
with it.
used her for art.
That's
You
right.
used her for art. It wasn't
that's
like one of the
right.
boys like took her home after. You used her
No,
for
no, no,
art.
no.
What are you talking about? She created art.
Yeah.
She created art. She did it on her own. She did it on her own.
Okay, sorry. She created art. Gray area, absolutely, but
100%.
that's another chapter on show business.
Yeah,
We got a
exactly.
great album cover out of it, so
Yeah, a fire album.
People
cover.
love it.
And we still
Yeah.
have a friend, man. Jack's
Jack's a
still
homie.
dog.
We love you,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
He
We
did-
also
he
love
did
you,
lights
Kenny.
for our show like the other day, man. Jack's a homie.
Yeah.
it's a real one.
Yeah, Jack's a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Her name is not Sienna, by the way, but you can call her Sienna.
We'll call her
Right.
Sienna.
Yeah.
For the sake of the
For
pod.
purposes.
Oh,
of
hell
this.
yeah.
Okay, and so to wrap up every podcast, one of the reasons we called it story, well, I called it Stories for the Grandkids,
Mm-hmm.
is we wanted people to be able to leave something for their future grandchildren. So if you had either one story or one lesson or something like motivational that you'd want to leave for your grandkids one day, if you have them, that's up to you to decide. What would that be?
Like, what did you say earlier?
Fun is
Yeah.
Don't tell your grandkids.
No, that's not gonna be my. That's not gonna be what I tell my grandkids, though.
that's the fun uncle thing to say.
That is
Go
the
ahead.
fun uncle thing to say.
Yeah.
I have to.
To quote Travis, give me one of the beers. No,
I think for me it would be to surround yourself with people who have a similar vision to you, because I know with these guys I'm achieving a lot more than I think I'd ever be able to on my own, you know? And I think there's such a mentality today about like just disappearing from society and grinding, you know, and like doing it all by yourself and this kind of alpha male thing.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, we're so much stronger as a group, and I feel like we all amplify each other's talents. So it would be find a group of people who share the same goal and just immerse yourself in that group.
Yeah.
That'd be my advice.
I love that. I think that's especially the alpha male thing right now is just like, you don't need to disappear for 2
Yeah.
years and grind and
Yeah.
put yourself through this slavery. Like, find some like-minded homies that you can do
Yeah.
something with, and you'll be able to. If you want to run fast, go alone. If you want to run far, go with a group.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that so much. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think we'd be like. I think that the whole thing about the free label is that we all bring the best out of each other, right? And that's the biggest thing is like, finding that group. Once we found us 6, that's when this really started. And even in the car, in the van, touring and like becoming this group, it was because of that. It was like getting together, meeting the best friends you can find, and getting on the road and doing it. And don't quit. That's the biggest thing. If I could give it any advice to my grandkids, don't quit.
Yeah.
Like there's so many moments where everybody like
against you.
is against you,
Yeah.
and the amount of no's that we have gotten is
I can't even
insane.
imagine.
And it's like, oh my god, the amount of no's. But then there's that one yes that changes everything, right? And that's all it takes. And that one yes like flips the whole
Your one
the whole
video,
grind.
one song,
Oh,
one
yeah.
yes
You never
away
know.
from
That's all it
changing
takes.
your entire life, right? And
Like,
I think that's something that
Yeah.
you could stop right before the next
Exactly,
thing was your
exactly.
big break because you just were like,
And exactly. And we haven't quit, and we're not going to. This has
I
been
love that.
this is so fun.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are playing fucking Forest this year. Of course,
We're
you're not
going
gonna
for
quit.
it. We're going for it all.
When I got that, and then I looked at shows coming up, and I was like, Forest. I was like, God damn, that's like the holy grail.
Yeah,
Let's
when
go,
we
dude.
got that text from our agent, yeah, he was stoked. And I at first I was like, I like Forest. That sounds familiar. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and I was like, wait, what? Tiesto, my boy, that's my dog.
My number one dog.
Dude, Let's Get Down to Business is my jam. I listen to that. I think I have that on loop for an hour. All right, for my workout playlist, that's my song.
It's actually your sex playlist.
That's-
It's just
yeah,
that song.
right
For it out.
Yeah, don't call me out like that. It's actually my edging song.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number 1 Spotify rap or Spotify Unwrapped.
It really was. Let's get down to you listen to Let's Get Down to Business for
Number 1 Spotify Unwrapped.
God damn.
You gotta stop speaking so quietly. You're missing sound bites.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
I think my advice to my grandchildren would probably be just see as much live music as you can, whether it's like a DJ set or like a crazy band or like jazz, whatever it is. Like it's good to experience what emotion different kinds of live music makes you feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just that's just something to experience in life that
It's real.
I think every human should do.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
People who
Totally.
don't listen to or like music is insane to
It's
me.
wild.
It's like actually like scary.
It's a
I'm like,
different
are you,
species, dude.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Though I'm a little weird though, like because I'm surrounded by
Cole
music
doesn't
all
like
the time.
music.
Yeah. Cole hates it. Yeah.
We just forced her to play music.
Cole knows music because we
needed a sixth person, so we taught him a sixth person. A sixth person Holy English.
Oh, it happens to the best, but don't worry, man.
Yeah, I normally drive in silence because I'm just like I'm around music
Yo, the
all
amount
the
of
time,
times-
so I just have to drive.
We drive in silence
It's the
a
best.
lot. There's
Sometimes
moments.
need it.
Sometimes you just like 3-4 hours. Nobody says a word. It is completely quiet. Just the sound of the road.
Then it's right back to 4 hours of banter. And just not good banter.
That's a lesson on dissociating.
No work
absolute
done.
It's
nonsense.
because we know it's coming, and then we're just gonna be like, "Oh man, this is gonna be the loudest car ride ever."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we need the silence sometimes. It's good.
Love that.
You just gotta sit in your own pain.
Yeah.
Good 3 hours.
Silent.
You guys are sitting in it. I'm just dissociating. I've been staring at the same dot on the window for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Damn, it's already midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, holy Jesus. That was a great time. All right. Yeah. What were you, Matt? What'd you tell your grandkids?
Try to turn as many of your friends into family as possible.
I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that friends can be family. It goes beyond that. You always have that uncle that's like, hey, uncle. And then you find out like later on, you're like 14. He's like, that guy's not related to you at all.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I had no idea. That guy just comes around.
Yeah.
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 Which is my goal, to be that uncle for all of your kids and your grandkids, whether you like it or not.
Uncle Jake's here.
Claim fun uncle.
Uncle Jake's
He's already
here.
claiming fun uncle.
And the whole time I'm gonna be like, don't trust anything he says.
I think Cole would be the scariest uncle though, like the most fun and the most terrifying.
I think I'm leaving
uncle.
Cole as far away from me as possible.
Cole would be like, you know what an existential crisis is? Dude? Well, let me teach you something about life.
Uncle
Yeah, he's gonna be like sneaking like the scariest books to my like 6-year-old kid, and you're like, please don't.
Yeah.
I'm inviting Cole around all the time. I want him.
Here's the
I want him
definition.
around.
He's,
Man.
he's gonna open their minds for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Gotta love Cole.
I think that's a lot
How,
of edging.
how about you, man? You got some advice for your grandkids that you want to?
Is it flame your exes on
That's a
TikTok?
good, honestly, I used to be a super fucking insecure kid. And the more I started to put myself out there and just push myself to be uncomfortable and do things that make me uncomfortable, the more I found myself and leaning into things that are maybe a little bit against the grain or things that people judge you for, but are really like pieces of you. The more I started to lean into those pieces that maybe society doesn't like, but you like, and just moving past the noise of, oh, what is that? Why is that? The happier I became. And the more secure
That's
I
awesome.
became in myself, and the more that noise of people saying things and doing things kind of disappeared. And so just like lean into what is really valuable to you, what speaks to you. I think that's what I would tell my
Beautiful.
grandkids.
Why are you asking us questions? We should
Yeah,
just be
what the
asking if you want to.
All right, next episode, all 6 of you interview me.
label interviews.
And we'll be back, everyone.
We'll do an Uno reverse card next time. Yeah.
That's great, man. That's great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with
people
that.
will see that. Yeah.
Thank you guys. I love
my
that.
God.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. This has been fucking awesome to have such a
thank you.
cool band that makes such cool music come on, and each one of you are truly a pleasure. You guys want to plug socials and upcoming shows and everything that people should check out?
Well, if you've been to a
Electric
show
Forest.
before, free label love.
Free label love.
We yell that at every show, and everyone yells it back. And that is how you remember us. If you ever see us on the streets, I love when we were on the plane yesterday, and somebody was like, "Free label
Some
love."
dude.
Right. I'm already losing my voice.
No one knew who that was.
We all knew exactly who he was. We love
We
him.
knew who he was.
Okay.
We love you, man.
Great to
Whoever
see
you
you,
are.
dude.
But he was on the plane and he yelled it at us in Calgary. We were like, what? And they were like that, and we love that. So
That was
please do
cool.
that.
That was cool.
And yell free label love at us. And that is all of our socials. Like if you want to find us, free label love or the free label. And we got music coming up this year. We're going on tour very, very soon. And
We have so many dates. What's the Electric Forest? Big one. If you come to Electric Forest, we can't wait to see you.
Reach.
Virginia Floyd Fest.
Yeah.
To our Americans, we got Mariposa Folk Fest. That's up in Ontario. We got Kitchener Blues and Jazz. We're gonna be Castle Jazz Fest. We're headlining the Winnipeg Jazz Fest.
Oh yeah, Winnipeg.
Can't
Jazz
wait to
will
see
be
you
there.
guys there.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in California. We're going to be in Germany. We're gonna be in England, maybe. I know there's a lot of people waiting for us to come to England, so don't take that 100%, but we might be there. We're going to be in Bahrain. We're coming to Bahrain.
Kingdom of Bahrain, we're coming for you.
Yeah, you guys are on a world tour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were saying something? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say hit our website too. Everything's on our website.
Oh, all the time,
freelabel.ca if you want to get the specific dates. We also got stuff on Patreon. All the premium edging content is on Patreon.
Yeah, I know who I'm giving my first Patreon sub to. Did somebody say edging?
He's not joking. He's not joking.
Yeah.
If you want the premium edging content
Yeah.
from Malik,
Give us-
please subscribe.
It's only from Josh and Jake. I swear.
That's also
We have
true.
free content, then we have our premium.
Wow. Get into it.
We're
Only
around
that
the
one.
audience.
We have free content. We have our premium edge status.
Yeah, Platinum Edge.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
have a collab. We'll have some edging collabs coming up soon.
We're looking forward to
We're
it.
always down.
rubbing each other for
Just rubbing each other's thighs for like 5 minutes on camera.
warming each
Drop
other
on
up,
Patreon.
baby.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I don't think I can handle any more edging before I need a change of underwear. So thank you guys
Thank you.
very much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
this. I'm
Hell yeah.
so excited to see you guys at Forest. And stream their fucking music. It's so sick. It's such a vibe. I promise if you put this shit on, you will be hooked. Trust me. I would never lead you wrong. Unless you pay me enough money.
Hey, we're paying you good for this, all right?
All right. Listen to Dancing on Your Own. Got a little something for you.
Yes.
Those are the new songs. We love it. Thank you.